Hey there, welcome back. This is MLG Columbus lower bracket round 8 with me, your caster Lokazi. This is EGIdrA versus Slush. EGIdrA was knocked down by MMA. Slush was already in the lower bracket, working his way through it. So we have EGIdrA struggling to try and get back into the upper bracket, and Slush trying to get his redemption for being in the lower bracket. Slush spawning on the left-hand side here as the 9 o'clock position as the blue Zerg, and EGIdrA at the 6 o'clock position as the red Zerg. And of course, Zerg v Zerg, very fast, high intensity matchup. I was going to say high pace, fast paced matchup. So we'll have to see what the players are going to scout and then what they're going to do. It is close by air, so they are going to get each other's number very quickly here. They're going to see when each other's spawning pool goes down, if an expansion goes down, see exact drone saturation, all of those things. So it should be pretty interesting to see here. EGIdrA actually sending his second overlord towards Slush's base, while Slush kind of I'm not sure if it was a misrally, but it was rallied actually out toward his ramp. It is now turning and heading towards EGIdRA's base. Both players mirroring each other exactly so far, building their 14th and now 15th drones. Neither of them have dropped a spawning pool yet, and it looks like EGIdrA is going to go straight for an expansion. Slush opting for the pool. EGIdrA needs to drop his pool right when he gets back up to 200 minerals and needs to stop droning, so he has some type of defense for this expansion. Should be interesting to see here. And Slush not picking up an expansion yet. EGIdrA going extractor pool. Slush looks like he's banked enough minerals for an expansion, but okay, there he goes. He's going out to expand now. And his expansion is going to be about 50 seconds behind EGIdrA, so that may make a pretty big difference in larva. We'll have to see with the queen coming up. EGIdrA also is going to actually have his Zergling speed faster because he's been mining gas longer. He has not built another overlord yet. No, that's an overlord. And Slush actually went out to the gold to pick up his second base. EGIdrA has to know this. He saw that drone head out, but he never saw it actually end up anywhere. Never came scouting. Just doesn't make sense. It had to have gone to another area for a base. And 2 Zerglings heading across the map here for ROOTslush. They're just going to try and get a little bit of scouting information, see if there's a baneling nest, a roach warren, what have you. A little bit of Zergling micro here. It looks like he gets the best of it. And as soon as the corner happens, that back Zergling is dead. So we will see that here in a moment. Zergling speed in production for both players. EGIdrA is of course a little bit further ahead. And now EGIdrA is going to scout this gold expansion going up for Slush here. And he knows he's going to have to deal a lot of damage and fast to prevent that from kicking in and the number of minerals overwhelming him. We have a drone transfer of 7 drones, actually, quite a few drones here for Slush. And Slush picking up a baneling nest and more Zerglings. Meanwhile, EGIdrA looks like he's just going to try and overwhelm with Zerglings for the current moment. Oh, there he goes, a roach warren down, but then cancelled and then reformed into a baneling nest. So there's going to be a bunch of Zergling baneling micro here on Metalopolis. And EGIdRA's speed has kicked in, and Slush does not have speed yet, so these Zerglings of EGIdRA's are going to get all the surrounds they want currently. For about, what, 10 seconds? Yeah, 15 more seconds. Looks like they're running in, poking at the hatchery. More Zerglings coming in. A great surround here by EGIdRA. I'm not sure Slush is going to be able to stay alive from this. Barely living from his reinforcements, and now driving EGIdRA's Zerglings out. There are 21 Zerglings on the field for Slush, and EGIdRA only has... Oh, there we go. There's his next round. Morphing defensive banelings here, though. Meantime, Slush is also morphing Baneling, so it's going to come down to Baneling Micro here at EGIdRA's expansion. 2 Zerglings going in, scaring off, or 2 Banelings, I'm sorry, scaring off all the Zerglings. Now Banelings out for Slush, connecting a little bit, picking off the other Banelings. So Slush has the dominant position with the number of Banelings out on the field right now. Oh, massive Baneling hit from EGIdRA, and Slush immediately calls GG after losing an obscene amount of Zerglings and all of his Banelings to just 3 Banelings. So game 1 goes to EGIdRA due to his amazing Baneling hit there, taking out the entire army of Slush. So fragile in these micro Zergling Baneling battles. Stay tuned, subscribe and like down below, and follow me if you're watching this on Justin TV, and I'll catch you guys in game 2 coming up in just a minute. This is